What's good, YouTube? The Azabaza here. Recently I was able to unlock Dark Matter in Black Ops 6, so I wanted to drop this video for you guys. No BS, straight to the point, short and sweet video to share with you tips and tricks that I use to help me achieve Dark Matter in a quick amount of time. In this video I'm going to be going over the best class setups, as well as what maps and modes to be running these class setups on. I'm going to be covering different spots on these maps that'll help you achieve the most headshots in a game, as well as some other useful tips and tricks that help me achieve Dark Matter along the way. Let's get right into it, baby. To start off, you're going to want to have several classes made. So I broke it down into what playlists I use the different guns in. So melee knife, the shotgun I use in core stakeout. It makes it easier to get kills here. You're not getting one tapped by guns in hardcore. So I play core for these. Melee's a one hit in core, so you can run that there. Sniper launcher combo, I run that in Nuketown, so when I'm sniping, going for headshots, long shots, and score streaks are called in, I'll switch to my launcher to take them out, so I'll be knocking out both in the same game here. And then my last three set of classes is for the hardcore face-off mosh pit playlist. And I basically separate it between if I get Warhead or if I get Stakeout. So AR, LMGs, Marksmans, if I get Warhead, I'll be using this class. I find it easier to get headshots on this map than Stakeout, and I'll show you exactly how to get headshots on this map later on in this video. If I get Stakeout, I'll run the melee bat. The bat, it's a lot easier to play in hardcore Stakeout because it's a one hit here as opposed to core, it's a two hit. And then SMG pistol combo, I'll run on Stakeout because it's just easier to run around this smaller map and get headshots on this map as opposed to Warhead. In this hardcore face-off playlist, a lot of people will skip over Warhead, but just by being able to play Warhead and Stakeout, this will save you a lot of time in the lobby search. It can often take minutes and several games to find a Stakeout game if you constantly dodge queues when you get Warhead. But if you follow this guide and you take my spots on how to get headshots with the AR, LMGs, Marksmans, trust me guys, Warhead is a really good map for headshots, even better than Stakeout for these guns. Looking at my class setup, I run the same equipment combo, field upgrade, perk combo, wild card for every one of my classes. For tacticals, I use smokes. Really, these are only helpful for melees on Stakeout, which you'll see later. Lethal, Semtex doesn't really matter what you pick. Field upgrade, tac insertion can be helpful in Nuketown if you want to get better position to the enemy spawn, but this isn't a huge priority. But this perk combo is very important, so Ninja Engineer Vigilance gives you the recon specialty, which helps you see enemies through walls when you spawn in, and it can make it easier to get headshots if you're already lined up expecting the enemy. Ninja keeps you quiet, enemies won't hear you when you're running around. Engineer helps you see enemy score streaks, so that you can blow out score streaks with your launchers on a map like Nuketown. I run perk greed, and I like using flak jacket so that when I'm running around, I'm not getting killed by grenades or equipment. For all guns besides snipers and SMGs, where I run the base sight, I'll run this Vols sight for hitting headshots. I'll even run it on the shotguns as I find it easier to hit heads. For shotguns specifically, I'll be running the choke when going for headshots as it makes the pellet spread tighter and easier to hit the head. When going for long shots with the Marksman rifle, I'm running the 4X David Dobrik sight. When going for point blanks, I like to use the steady aim laser. And what I'll do is I'll slide around corners, around doors, and hip fire into the person's body. So I find that easy to hit point blanks. Now let's first take a look at the melee knife and the shotgun that you should be running on Stakeout core. For the knife, what I like to do is I'll either run up middle or I'll run up on the balcony side. I'll never go up the long hallway. And I'll play around doors, I'll play ratty, and I'll wait for people to come running through the doors. I'll knife them running through the doors. This is where you also want to throw your smokes and then chase down people in the smoke. For shotguns and basically any gun, you're going to want to run around with your sight at about head level. Yes, you might die a lot, but this ensures you're getting more kills and more headshots. As mentioned earlier, for the shotgun specifically, you're going to want to run a choke to keep that pellet spread tighter. And then for point blanks, you're going to want to slide around the map, hip fire, and get as close to the enemy as you can in order to ensure you get point blank kills. Next, let's look at the sniper launcher combo that you should be running on Nuketown core. For snipers headshots, you can basically run around Nuketown, picking off people's heads, just playing normally. When it comes to long shots and double and triple kills, I like playing in this garage here and aiming down into the enemy's back spawn. And then vice versa, if I'm in the back spawn, I'll aim down at the garage. And you should be able to easily get double kills, triple kills, as well as long shots. While sniping, I'll also be aware of enemy score streaks being called in, and that's why I'll pull up my launchers and do those challenges. For the Sigma, that one's pretty easy. You should be able to destroy enemy score streaks as it's a lock-on. For the HE1, since this one isn't lock-on, this one's going to be a lot harder. And I ain't going to lie to you guys, this one's probably one of the harder guns to use in this dark matter grind. But you are able to take down UAVs and counter UAVs if you align it properly and continue to take shots. To shoot out UAVs and counter UAVs with the HE1, what you'll first want to do is get on the side where the UAVs and counter UAVs are. So you want to be as close to the UAVs and counter UAVs as you can. Once you're as close to the UAV or counter UAV as you can be, you're going to want to aim in, align your aim into the path of the UAV and counter UAV, and then slowly move your sight until the UAV counter UAV disappears off your sight. And what I like to do is imagine the tip of the UAV touching the outer edge of the inner ring of my scope, and that's when I'll shoot. So that'll look something like this in fast motion and in slow motion. If you find yourself struggling to find games on Nuketown where the enemies aren't calling in enough streaks, what you can try is the 10v10 Mosh Pit playlist. And then you can do one of two things in these games. You can either run at the enemy and give them free kills so that they get streaks, or you can put on care packages, earn the care package, and throw that over to the enemy so they have a streak. Next, let's look at AR, LMGs, and Marksmans that you should be running on Hardcore Face-Off on the Warhead map. The best spawn, in my opinion, is on this side by the shed. If you get this spawn, what you'll want to do is run to one of two spots, which I'll show you right here. The first spot that you'll want to run to is this yellow nuke. What you want to do is run up to it, stand up, and head glitch it, and here there's going to be three spots that enemies constantly funnel in through, where you can easily get headshots. The next spot that you guys are going to want to use is this red box that's right near the yellow nuke. Similar to those three spots that enemies funnel in, you're going to look for enemies in the same three spots and pick off heads. I've abused this spot countless amount of times and gotten so many headshots. You're literally unkillable here, and it's so hard to see your head and kill you off of it, so trust me, try this spot. If you get the other spawn on this map and enemies are spawning by the shed, what you'll want to do is try to sneak up and flank into the enemy spawn. And from here, you'll be able to catch enemies running away, shoot them in the back, and enemies also like to go up on this shed and head glitch it, so you'll get easy headshots, people just sitting up here. For marksman long shots, using the David Dobrik sight, by aiming down this line of sight on either side, you should be able to get long shots as enemies spawn in and cross this path. Lastly, let's look at melee bat and then SMG pistols that you should be running on Hardcore Face-Off on Stakeout. For the bat, same thing as the knife. What you'll want to do is play ratty, play around doors, throw smokes, and just maneuver your way, getting kills. For SMGs and pistols, what you're going to want to do is run around with your sight about head level and just go for headshots. Like I mentioned earlier, you might be going 30 kills, 40 deaths, but at least 15 to 25 of your kills will be headshots if you're actively aiming for the head rather than just playing. If you found something in this guide useful, please drop a like, comment, sub. We're going to be making more content like this, especially with Warzone coming out, movement guides, a bunch of killing streamers videos. We got a lot more to come. Appreciate all the support. Peace.